Welcome to another episode of the Business Spotlight. I'm here with Taylor Goodyear, the founder of the Social Exchange here in Las Vegas. Taylor, welcome, and we appreciate you taking the time. I'll tell you a little bit about the Business Spotlight. It is great for many reasons. Number one, Taylor, it helps you be introduced to the network and more people here in the community in our Las Vegas Valley. And it also helps, share with my clients a little bit more about what we're doing and how we coach our clients with ActionCOACH. So Business Spotlight is going to go out to my database, and it's also going to go out to ActionCOACH's database, which is, hundreds of thousands of followers worldwide. So it helps give you a little bit more exposure. So I'm excited to learn more about you, Taylor, more about your business. And I'm sure the people in the Las Vegas Valley will get value out of this conversation. So that is the end goal. So Taylor, I'm going to start off by asking you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your business and how long have you been doing it?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first I wanted to say thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to be here and just so excited to chat with you. It's an awesome opportunity. So thank you. But yeah, a little about myself. I've been in Las Vegas for a little over 3 years. From Ohio. My background started initially in hospitality and event management, and I went to Kent State University, got my degree in that field, and I was lucky enough to have a position where I was a wedding and special event coordinator at a young age. So with that, I decided that I wanted to eventually really dive into the event world and just kind of see what all that even meant. I lived in Ohio, and events are only so big in Ohio, so I knew to to kind of get past where I needed to be. I needed to move. I needed to expand into a big city, and I found myself in Vegas. I was doing some F&B management, so more hospitality experience. I did a lot of catering. Then COVID happened, of course, and that's when I got to get creative, and I got to really test my marketing abilities and kind of pull that side out of I guess the experience that I had previously. When I worked as the wedding special event coordinator, I was also kind of in charge of selling the venue and marketing the venue and doing all of that. So it was really exciting for me to bring that piece back into play. I started doing media and marketing during COVID, really. Professionally, I would say I've done it just as a kind of like a passion previously, and just something I really enjoyed doing. But then I started my company Social Exchange just actually recently. I started Social Exchange in July of this past year. I had a couple I guess I had an interesting business experience previously, and I just had to learn a couple things and kind of get my feet in the ground where they needed to be. And then I was able to start my company that I have now. So now I do media marketing and I do event planning. So I was able to get the one piece that I came here for, the events, and I was able to incorporate that into what I do every day. So I love it. I do media and marketing for different restaurants and different businesses around town. A couple different products now, and I'm kind of getting my feet wet in a couple different industries. I'm trying to gain experience and just market different things. And I've been loving it. Yeah, I love it. So I work with a couple really great videographers, photographers in town. We have a lot of fun producing content, and then I do events down at Taverna. So I get to plan their entire calendar. I do all the bookings, and I really love creating different events. I create art classes and different like paint and sips with the local artists. And we have a really great time doing that. So I guess my company does a lot of different things. Anything that kind of has to do with the community and getting people together and doing different activations. That's what I like to do.
That's awesome. So tell us, Taylor, who would be an ideal client for you?
The ideal client for me is someone who would want to grow with me. I love working with, I love kind of determining goals with people and getting to those goals. And with me being newer to the market, I would say with my company being relatively new, I'm looking to take on fun projects. I'm looking to see what all is possible here.
Mm-hmm.
I love doing things in Vegas because so many things are possible. The opportunity and just everything that comes with what you do on the day to day, it's just really exciting. It's as much as you put into it, and if you put a lot into it, you can get a lot out of it, and I
Yeah.
love that. So I my ideal client would be someone that I can grow with and just really work with and truly partner with.
Yep. Yep. So I appreciate the honesty. It's if they're willing to learn, they're willing to grow, and they're growing with you at the same time. So that's very, very good information. I want to take a step back. I know you said you moved from Ohio. How did
Yeah.
that transition from Ohio to Vegas happen? Out of all places.
Yeah, great question. Ohio to Vegas. So I knew with events I needed to pick a big city. And for me
Hmm.
to kind of reach that full potential, I looked into Chicago, I looked into Miami, I looked into a couple cities in Arizona, a couple in California, of course. Who
Oh
wouldn't
yeah.
look
Right.
there? And yeah, when I was graduating college, I had an experience where I was able to study abroad for just a short time, just about a month. And when I was there, it really sparked the adventure in me too.
Mm.
So I I knew I had to go, and I wanted to go somewhere I hadn't been before. And I had never really been to the West Coast. I'd never really been to, I mean really Vegas, like this whole side. And I noticed that in my degree program over at Kent State, it was actually kind of common for kids from the hospitality degree to move to Vegas. So I noticed that there were two or three names that I had recognized that had moved here a semester or two, a couple years before me, and I reached out to them and I asked how they liked it, and they said if I ever needed a helping hand, that they could help me possibly get a job. And then from that point, it was kind of history, as I wanted to get away from the cold. So Chicago
Yeah.
is out, it's like not gonna go that way. And yeah, my friend connected with me, told me about like a safe area to kind of live, and I just
Hmm.
didn't really look back from there.
You
It
jumped in
was,
head
yeah, it was
first,
a lot of
right? Feet
fun.
first.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
quite
That's good.
literally. And it's worked out. It's worked out. That's for sure. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's good. So part of the business spotlight, Taylor, is to have it be educational, an educational piece for someone who's aspiring to be an entrepreneur, right? So having the fortitude like you did to move from one city completely across the country to another city, you know, what have you learned about yourself in this entrepreneur journey?
Everything. You know, what have I not learned? I make jokes, right? And I say
Yeah.
that I've lived three different lives. I
Mm.
say that I had my life back in Ohio, and that was life one, and then my life right when I got here as I was like kind of figuring it out. And now my third life is this new life with social exchange, with my everything now that I think I have it figured out. Right. um
Yeah.
and yeah, I mean, you really learn everything about yourself. And I came here alone too, so not only did I learn everything just kind of like in an adulting manner, like I had to learn um I mean, really everything about starting a business.
Yeah.
I had to do a lot of research, and I had to really connect with some. It's really about who you know too. It's important to connect with good people and find good people when you move to a new place and you start a new journey and you do new things. If you get in with the wrong crowd, that's it's scary. You gotta make sure that you align yourself with people that care about you and people that want to see you do well and see you succeed. And that was a big learning lesson for me, definitely. um I learned a lot about just really independence. You learn a lot about just having to keep going and finding what motivates you.
Yeah.
That's very important as well. I learned what motivated me, and I learned what kind of drove different relationships. Like I learned what I look for in a client. I learned what I look for in different relationships in my life because I get to choose them. I mean, when I was in Ohio and growing up and all those different things, the people that are in your life, they're just kind of there because you're born there, you grow up with them, they're just kind of there. But choosing the people that are in your life and choosing the people that are around are super important. And that was a big learning lesson for me.
Yeah.
Along with all the business things and along with all the
And
other
it's
things.
all, yeah, 100%. And that's what our founder and chairman and CEO said, that, the books that you read and the people who you associate with determine, the outcome of the business. So
Yeah,
very, very
absolutely.
refreshing to hear that from you, because not a lot of people understand that. Like, our circles constantly change because we're evolving, we're getting better, and we
Yeah.
want to strive to be better. Sometimes, like, I know I've had to cut relationships and, fire friends because of their
Yeah.
mindset. And because of that, I've learned since I've been in this city. I've been here almost 17 years now. Um,
Wow.
so surrounding myself with like-minded people and people who already made it, right? And what do I need to do? What type of books do I need to read and educate? So I'm glad to hear that from you. That's really, really refreshing, and I'm hope people are getting value out of this conversation because you've said some really, really valuable things.
Oh.
Um, what is lesson number one? Like, number one lesson that you would give somebody who's just looking to start out?
Hmm. Lesson number one is don't rush it, lay the foundation.
Mm,
Lesson number one.
okay.
Absolutely. That is so, so important. Laying the foundation, setting up the systems, making sure everything is the way that you want it to be because it's your baby. It is your
Mm-hmm.
baby. And that is so important. And if you like, because you can get caught up in it, right? You
Yeah.
when different things happen and say different deals hit, different just whatever happens, you can get a little too carried away, a little too excited, and you can start to overlook the small details that are really important. And
Yeah.
especially if you're putting together a team or if you have other people working with you, it's so important to make those people feel secure.
Mm-hmm.
And that's huge. So that's number one, I would say.
That's a good lesson. Having that solid foundation is what I used to talk about in building a house. The stronger the foundation, the bigger the house you could build, right? So
Very
that
true.
foundation could mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. So I wanted to go back and see exactly, when you say foundation, what does foundation mean to Taylor?
I mean, it's all sorts of things, not only like structure, but I mean, I care a lot about the foundation as a whole, like relationship wise and like personality wise and team wise and just kind of putting the right people in place too. That's a big piece about the foundation. And then just making sure you're set up like with like different contracts, different NDAs, different things that you need. Just really making sure all your bases are covered, setting up the foundation, making sure it's all secure, everything's just the way that you need it to be, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how to elaborate
No,
much more.
that was good. That was good. Don't worry. What is next for you and your company?
Hmm. Next, okay, I'm excited about what's next. I I am trying to grow and expand right now. So, um, social exchange is in a place where we're trying to empower directors and have just different people involved. And I've been very careful about picking out those people, those people in mind. But what I like to do is I would like to have um, kind of different departments. I'd like to have like media department, content department, my event department that I would more so kind of run and be the creative mind behind. But I just want to
Mm-hmm.
empower a bunch of creatives that I work with to really kind of help and take my take my baby social exchange to the next level. I'm just so pleased with how much it's grown so far, and just like the positive feedback I've been getting, and just it's been so fun. So I think next would be kind of getting those higher level roles in place to help me take it to the next level.
Yeah. So working on growing the team, expanding, do you foresee any challenges in these times in doing so with growing the company?
Um, I mean, of course, yes. Of course, there are gonna be challenges because I mean, this is my first time doing it to this level. I've never done something
Hmm.
like this before. I have a lot of confidence in um my ability to like kind of work with people and understand people. So and I have really great people in mind that I do want to empower. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm not, I guess I'm not worried. Just yeah, it's a new thing. I'm taking on a new thing, and you never know what can happen. I'm sure that I'm gonna have to learn a lot. I'm sure I'm gonna gain a lot of perspective. So
Yeah, every day
I
we learn,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Look at
exactly. I, that's a good way of
well,
saying it. I'm not worried. I
yeah,
think it's gonna be great.
that's good. Look, the biz when we start that entrepreneur journey, it doesn't come with instructions, right? There's going to be trials and tribulations and things that we go through. And as business coaches, we work with a lot of smart and talented people, and that's who we surround ourselves with. Learning, growing, and figuring things out. And those are the people that we've learned that we work best with. So, um, with people who want to get in touch with you, are you currently offering any exclusive offers, or if people are looking to connect with you, what's the best way for them to connect with you?
Yeah, absolutely. If they want to connect with me, the best way would be on social or via email. On LinkedIn, you can find me just at my name's Taylor Goodyear. Social Exchange Group is the company. On Instagram, it's Social Exchange Group. And you can shoot me an email. That's my email's just Taylor at Social Exchange Group. Real simple. Try and keep it easy for people to get in contact with me. I don't currently really have any deals or I guess specials kind of going on, but I love working with people that I see a good fit in. So I mean, I'll really make almost anything work if it makes sense. And I love the downtown community. I love all of the local creatives, and I love new ideas. So if you have any one of those things, or you just want to connect, I would be more than happy to connect. I do networking groups, and we do a happy hour every third Thursday, and that's a great way to come meet people. There's a lot of amazing individuals that show up to this. The next one's going to be at Taverna. It's going to be from 6 to 8 o'clock on November 17th. I don't know if this will be out by then, but it's during Global Entrepreneurship Week, and we're going to feature a couple entrepreneurs, and it's going to be really amazing, and that'll just be a great networking opportunity. Really relaxed atmosphere. So, I mean, no need to feel any kind of crazy way. They're great people, and they all just want to connect. So, that'd
Yep.
be a great
Yeah,
connection.
yeah. I know that one is on my calendar, so I will definitely be seeing you on the 17th. Yes.
Amazing. That's great. Well,
Well,
I can't wait.
yeah, I thank you for your time, Taylor. Is there anything else that you want to share with us before we wrap up? I do want to thank you for your time, but again, if you want to share anything else about social exchange that we might have not covered, now would be the time to let people know exactly your ask that you're looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. My motto is to just do good business, to connect the creatives, and the tagline is exchange and connect with the best. So I just want to develop a community of people who I genuinely just feel are just amazing people, just the best people, and I'd love to connect. That's all I
Yep.
have.
Thank you again. Thank you, Taylor, for
Thank you.
being on this episode of the Business Spotlight, and I look forward to working with you in the future.